Hello everybody, this is Marjorie. Look at me today. I'm on monotone, I'm in black and white. I'm in a 1940s film with Ingrid Bergman. Anyway, I was going to tell you the day, right? Last night I took a notion, I had a craving for a single sausage supper. Right? So I thought, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the chip shop and get a single sausage supper. So I'm walking down the street, right? Walking down my road, and out posh neighbour Famie, Ken, heed the ball. She comes out, she's like, hello Marjorie, where are you off to tonight? This is your dinner time, are you not making your dinner, Marjorie? I says, I'm going to the chip shop, nosy Nora. She went, oh, could I come with you? I could escort you there. I went, what are you, my bodyguard? I didn't need security. And she hadn't made anything for her dinner, so she said, I'll come to the chip shop too, Marjorie, and see what I can get. Now, I didn't let on, but I had heard on the grapevine that Famie's cousin Ivy was working in the chip shop. Right, now, every family's got one, right? Every family's got a black sheep of the family. That's why I wore this taupe today, because I thought, oh, that's quite appropriate, isn't it? Albeit it's elephants. Well, she and Huffney sent me a taupe with sheep, so I thought, well, elephants, they're quite similar, aren't they? They've got 4 legs and they've got a trunk. Anyway, so off we go, right? And I'm keeping stum about Ivy, right? Because she's a character. I love her. I mean, my right laugh. She's marking a person as Ivy. But because Famie's that posh, she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't let on. Sometimes she doesn't even tell folk that that's her cousin. She just kids on that she doesn't ken her, right? She probably thinks she's a bit common. To be fair, Famie probably thinks I'm a bit common, but I'm a people person. And as you know, I get out there and I say, hello, my name's Marjorie, how do you do? I just like to get out there and say hello to all the folk because, you know, life is an experiment. That's not a saying, is it? Life is an experiment. Anyway, so we gets to the chip shop and here's Ivy just standing there with her elbows in the counter going, ha, Marjorie, how are you doing? And I went, hello Ivy, not seen you for ages. And I'm looking at her now. I put my lime green glasses on, right? As a wee tribute to Ivy. She's standing behind the counter. Lime green shell suit, right? Burberry skip cap. And I'm like, what an absolute riot. And Famie's like, hello Ivy, I didn't know you had moved here. And she turns to me and she went, did you know that she had working in here? I went, not a clue. You know me, I keep myself in my cell, don't really know what's going on in the world, hardly talk to a soul. Anyway, moving on. Now, she's had quite a few jobs, has Ivy. Well, a few years ago, she lost a finger, right? She lost a finger because she was working for, what do you call that courier? You know the delivery service, what's it called? Ups. Right, well, she was working for that company and she was taking something out a slidey door and she banged the door shut and she lost a finger. I don't know if she ever found that finger. Probably somebody got it. Somebody would get it wrapped in their wee courier package, right? And then, well, she got a job in the bank, right? Because she thought, no, this isn't for me driving about. I'll get a nice steady job in the bank. So she got a wee job in the bank as a clerk, right? A wee clerk. But, well, she had bad asthma, didn't she, Ivy? Bad asthma. So she was sitting in this wee cubicle hanging, you know, they've got the glass screen, you know, so the bank robbers kind of come in and go bang, 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 bang. So she's sitting behind this glass screen. Now, because of her bad asthma, she was quite a heavy breather. So, I mean, you used to walk in there and think there was somebody behind that counter with smoking 60 caps in full strength. I'm like, are you there? Is anybody there? And says, oh, it's yourself, Ivy. She used to draw wee faces because of... Oh, it was awfully funny. But then, well, she didn't last long. She didn't last long in the bank. I think she lasted, 2 days because, well, the finger that she lost when she was working for Ups was her counting finger. So, see, when it came to doing the notes at the end of the day, she was like, she didn't have anything to put her wee rubber tip on. She was like... I mean, it's all right nowadays. Nowadays they've got the machines and the machines count the money. But when she worked in the bank, she had to do it without a finger. So then she moved, and where did she go after that? What can you mind? She went somewhere else. Oh, she moved, that's right. She moved to another branch. There was a contracts department, so she didn't have to count money. she just had to send out contracts and everything and get folks' erectile signatures on them, you know. There wasn't any paper, because it's all done, it's all modern, wasn't it? It was all done by the email. So she got all the erectile signatures on it, and she was as happy as Larry. She quite liked that job. Anyway, I got a wee rubber tip one year for her Christmas. Hysterical, right? So Ivy says to me, do you want anything else, Marjorie, with your single sausage supper? I says, I'll have a buttered roll. Can I get a buttered roll and maybe a wee canny 7-Up? And I says, oh, you should have seen me. I was as happy as a monkey in the back of a china cup. So I got that, and then she says to me, do you want an ing and an aw? And Famy's like, an ingen and an aw? So what's an ingen and an aw? And I went, an ing and an aw? Do you want an ing and an aw? Do you want an ing and an aw with yours? And she went, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I says, do you want an onion and aw? And she's like, an onion and aw? What's an aw? I says, see you are one snooty cow of a woman. Do you want an onion and aw? As well as, she says, oh, an ing and an aw, that's a good unit. She didn't have a clue what she was saying, an ing and an aw. So that was that. So we come home. She went to her house, I went to my house, and I'm sitting there as happy as Larry eating my single sausage supper. And I'm like, do you know what? You can't beat a battered sausage. It's been a long time since I've had a battered sausage.